it's usually met with a dance
Brain
song
rot.
number from both of us about whatever we're going to talk about. And I don't know if we've done this for years. I mean, before every episode, it's always like la 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 la, and
I
I'm
think
like,
it's
is this
brain
just how we
rot.
pump brain rot?
I
And
really do. I think it's like
I just thought we were
I
pumping ourselves up. That was the way we did it.
I mean it is that too, but I think it's like it's brain rot when you're just repeating things that were said and then you turn them into a song. Okay? Like that's the level
Yeah.
of mental illness that we have hit as a society, right?
Yeah. It's
It's like when a
comforting
waiter
for
comes
sure.
over and they're like, you want to get the popcorn shrimp?" And then she's like, "Popcorn shrimp, popcorn shrimp." It's like that. You're like, it's brain rot.
I would jump into song with them for sure.
If a waiter were to sing what I ordered, I would also jump in.
Mhm.
But my order would
Mhm.
probably be too complicated. I'm the person at a restaurant that takes everything off. I'm like, so this giant salad
Oh
you
my
have, I'd
god,
like
I
to
would
remove
spit in your
everything
food
and remain with the lettuce.
instead of just saying, "Can I have a side of lettuce?" Which would be so much
Which they'll
easier.
say no. And so I'll
Yeah.
say, okay, great. I would like this salad, but everything taken off of it.
I want it all on the side and chopped up finely so I can just gum it. Ugh.
Oh my God. Okay, so to tell us about Hairdresser Hotline and YouTube.
Okay, so and YouTube,
Aren't we streaming on YouTube?
we are streaming on YouTube. I thought there was something else that I missed. I was like, do we have another? We do have a YouTube channel. So the hairdresser hotline, again, it is a number that you can call and leave a voice memo. Why do I say a voice memo? Because I don't leave voicemails anymore. You can call and leave a voicemail or text. No one will respond to you. You
And it
can
is
keep it
anonymous.
private. Yes, it is anonymous, and you can keep it private, or you can ask us to shout you out. Either way, we're fine with that. The number is 201-564-5007.
Can I tell you a funny story before we jump in?
Yeah.
You use the word private, and Sid and I have a friend that will remain nameless, and she might hear this episode and then give us permission to say her name because she has a business that I would love to send people to. But essentially, she does yoga, and she likes to say when she talks about her like how much like when we talk about money and stuff like that, she's like, I love, I sell my privates for this much an hour.
Like her private sessions.
But she says it with such
Oh,
confidence, and she should be. She's incredible. But when she tells me how much she sells her privates for every time we talk, I lose it. And
I
then
can
I'll
see her
say,
saying that
and then
too.
I'll
Typical,
say,
she's an
it
Aries.
sounds like your privates are popular.
And she's like, yeah, totally just
Everyone loves my privates. That's her. But when you said private,
I'm gonna
every time
start
I hear,
selling my private coaching calls. I'm gonna say my privates are maybe I'll get more signups. Who knows?
what if we took DTH and threw it onto OnlyFans? Like that's where you had to go to get. Okay, that's a whole other
A subscription.
project.
It used to
Uh,
be that.
no, I
That's how it
know.
started. It was like a
It
subscription
still
platform.
is, right? Like
I
people
mean,
like
yeah, a
teach
lot of people.
classes on there.
Yep,
They
on
might be naked
OnlyFans.
while they teach it, but they're
It's fine.
teaching. Maybe
I love
that's the
that.
future of Destroy the Hairdresser is that we will teach salon owners.
Great. Now I have to go get a personal trainer. I'm not OnlyFans ready yet, David.
First of all, you have to be body positive and
I It's
okay,
true.
let's talk about a
We
voicemail
have
that we
we got a voicemail. It's
we got a
very long. We're not
voicemail.
going to play it. Also, she didn't say if she wanted it to be aired or not, so we're just on the
Yeah, we're airing on the side of caution.
Mhm.
So I'm going to summarize the voicemail because she left 3 in a row, which we
Did she do
appreciate.
that because it got cut off? She cut herself
One,
off or did it cut her
one,
off?
one, I think it dropped, and the second one, it was so long it cut her off. So,
Okay.
long story short,
She had a lot to say.
call us as many times as you need to get your point
Yeah.
across. So, first of all, she said, "I love DTH, love the podcast. I love what you guys are
Avid
doing.
listener.
She's an avid listener. She doesn't have a coach, but she uses some of the things that she hears from our podcast, and she says she's
Mhm.
having great success with it, and she is a sweet renter.
She also said there's a lot of DTH salons around her, but she didn't say where she was. I'm
Yes.
wondering if she's in California. But keep going.
I don't know where she is, but she said that she likes the open door. So we have something at Destroy the Hairdresser called an open door policy. And
Mhm.
this means that we promote hairdressers being able to work at your salon, at my salon, at everyone's salon, however and whenever they want. Meaning you're not just my employee, you're my employee, but you can also be someone else's employee. And usually this works out great because we're trying to break down the ownership over hairdressers and clients. So if this scares you, completely understandable, you don't need to implement it. But
Mhm.
if you want to keep up with the future movement of our industry, we recommend this method. We also don't recommend that you use our methods unless you have a coach. So buyer beware. If you are listening to our podcast and then you go and implement something without a coach, we can't help you. We need you to
Mhm.
be in
There's
coaching so
so
we can
many
help you.
nuances.
So she said she loved all that. She also said she used to work at 2 salons. She worked at her suite and she worked a couple hours away at another salon, and it worked out great for her. But she said that she's struggling because a DTH salon reached out to her and requested that she come and work at their salon as a pop-up artist. Pop-up artists mean, like, we know that you have your own thing going, but like we'd love to also host you at our space.
Mhm.
The way that we teach DTH students to do pop-up artists is that they get paid the same commission as the staff.
Yeah.
And the
You kind of just
commission
walk in, do hair, get a paycheck, and
and walk
go.
out.
Like,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
not part of the team, but you're getting paid like a team
you
member.
can promote yourself to get your own clients in there. The salon can give you clients, especially if you have a specialty. Like some of our salons have done it where they don't have a barber in their salon full time, but then they have a
Right.
pop up barber. So they could now reach another part of their community in a
Without
different clientele without a full time.
owning the stylist and yeah, all that stuff. So
Hmm.
again, there's a lot of nuances. We're just giving you the quick rundown. Um, but she said that she kind of felt weird because it's about 5 minutes from her salon suite. And caller, if I'm butchering this story, please know I'm just trying to get the point across
Hmm.
because I was trying to listen to all the
It was a
voicemails and
long
kind of
voicemail.
figure it all out. Okay, so essentially she works in her own suite, and a DTH salon said, "Hey, we'd love to have you do some pop-ups at our space. You would make the same commission as our staff, and you can basically do whatever you want, whenever you want."
Yeah. Come in for the
This,
week.
yeah, the caller is having an issue saying, it feels wrong that we're that close together and that I would do that. And this is I'm glad she called because this is something that people struggle with is like,
Hmm.
I get open door policy if if the salons are hours away from each other. But the reality is that open door policy means the salon could be next door, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you don't want to do open door policy or
Which I can already hear people
participate,
like, why would you do that? It doesn't make sense. A, B, and
right?
C, right?
It does make sense when you realize where the industry is going. However, again, please get a coach to implement this. But from this caller's point of view, it sounds like she's concerned because it feels wrong. I want to clear up some things. Number one, the DTH salon that did this is exactly what we promote. It's exactly how
Hmm.
we tell people to do
I
things.
don't know who you are, but
We
yeah.
don't know who it is, but that was great to reach out and do this. For the caller who feels uncomfortable, don't feel uncomfortable. There's no secret agenda, there's no nothing. It's really just true, like, open door policy. We'd love to have you. If not, no hard feeling. It's not really that big of a deal. If you say no, great. If you want to join in, great. But I would have a bigger discussion. She did mention that the salon would give her 50% commission on her pop-up, all the clients in pop-up. I don't know what DTH salon this is, but we do not recommend 50% commission to
Hmm.
stylists. We recommend between 47 and 48. I'm sorry, 46 to
46 and
48%.
48. Yep.
So either 46, 47, or 48%. And again, please get a coach for more details on that. Um, but I'm glad that this person called because I think this happens, and then people are like, something's weird, I don't like this, doesn't feel right. And instead of
Hmm.
investigating and being curious, like the person who left us the voicemail, it's like, shut it down, right? This is bad. But the reality is, this is actually the future of employment. It's more osmosis. It's more, I work for you, but I can also work over here and I can, everything's kind of meshing together. Gone are the days of you work for me and only me, and these are my clients. And if you do this, I'm going to destroy your business.
Mhm.
That's still out there, but in the DTH world, it's not.
Our
And if
salons
there's,
share employees all the time, and they're sometimes as
exactly,
close as a mile. Like,
exactly.
but there's
Uh,
different experiences, different color lines, sometimes different. Like a stylist might be in one salon. She does all her extension clients at this salon, and then she is a full time cutter at the other salon, right? So it really is to give the artist an opportunity to like accentuate their careers, like, and they also might want different experiences. And what we find too, what's great about the salon that offered like come for a week, do a pop-up, what
yeah.
we find is they actually, like, after the stylist does the pop-up, is like, I really love this is great, I think I'm going to come here full time. So it becomes less of a pop-up and more of like, oh, I'm investing in my career with your foundation of a salon. And
Yeah.
I didn't get from the voicemail, and maybe I missed this, but the DTH salon is close to her suite or close to the other salon that's an hour away?
I don't. It's close to where she works.
Which I believe is her suite.
Yes, and
So
I think the story she was telling us was from early. She used to do the other thing, but
got it.
I think what's happening in this situation, and this is very normal, is I don't trust this offer.
Yeah.
This sounds a little too good to be true,
Like,
or
bring me all your clients and then I'm
yeah,
gonna
like
fire you,
what are they up to? And I
You
get
still
that.
might get fired, but your clients are your clients. You take
Yeah,
them. Like,
I get that. I get the fear, but I think that's why DTH is so disruptive, because we're like, we know this sounds scary. We know these ideas are scary to people, and not everyone's going to do them. In fact, most people don't like us because of them.
mhm,
However, the students that are using them, they're they're genuine. They're genuinely amazing salon owners.
yeah.
If they're not in coaching, I can't vouch for people, but the people that are in our
Or if they
program,
haven't been in coaching,
yeah, the people that are in our program, like, no one's out to
they're
steal from
incredible.
other people. No one's trying to, pull one over, but I can see why it feels that way. So to the caller who, at the end of her voicemail, she says it feels kind of funky, like something's wrong with this. Um, and I wouldn't say, blindly trust everyone, but I would definitely say be curious and explore. And, this is just opening the door. Who knows what
Mhm.
this leads to? Who knows what kind of relationship this leads to, or projects this leads to? So I say stay curious, stay open, and I really just want to say thank you for calling and saying, "Hey, this happened.
Let's
How
talk
do?
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about it, because we do promote this. This is something very big at DTH.
If I was going to put on my coaching cap and I was coaching the student,
What color is it?
definitely black hat.
Okay, got it. Why's
I
it got
don't
to
know
be
why.
black?
I don't know. I'm like, I don't know why it's black hat. But I also, then I thought, I'm just thinking about branding colors at this point. Brain rot. I, this is what I would tell my, in a one on one call. I would say, what are you losing by going over there for a week? Most likely nothing, you know? I would encourage her to promote in her area that she's doing a pop up and she's
Hmm.
offering one kind of service. Maybe she does a bunch. Maybe at her suite she does kind of everything. But I would say I'm doing, make it kind of very exclusive, very fun. Like, really try to go out of your element of like, I'm doing a pop up for my fashion color expertise, or I'm doing a pop up for my, razor cuts, and focus on that over there just to kind of get new clients over there versus your
Right.
existing ones. You could also take some of your existing ones rather than taking a week off at your suite. You're just kind of like moving them over. What I would say would be try to get a newer clients in that scenario versus just bringing your current
Yeah,
clients over,
and
because you're still paying rent, you're still paying expenses over there, and now you're also doing a commission. So we don't want you to lose.
right.
So I would definitely use this as an opportunity to get new clients over there. I would really look at the environment. What does my pay look like? What can I charge? What do these freedoms feel like? Right. I would go in there with a different price point, because if it's a DTH salon, you can choose your own pricing. And I would really start to think of this as like an artistry. Like I am an artist that is being invited to a salon to do a pop-up, to do a specific service and like market it that way.
Right.
And if your current clients are curious and they want to pop over, cool. Let them know that it's a different price point. This is going to tell you one of two things. One, you
Or
could
maybe
probably
it's the
charge
same
more.
price point.
Yeah. But it could tell them I can charge more.
Right.
I can, really specialize in something. And also maybe I really like this environment and I'm getting screwed out of a sweet situation because they're overcharging me. And maybe not having to worry about being a business owner and just focusing on my artistry could be a really great thing.
Yeah,
Not everybody wants that, but
be open. And
yeah.
and I would say too, like you just said, like be open with that salon owner and say, I want to do the pop-up, but it's for me to get new clients. And if it's a true DTH salon, again, I don't know who it is. If it's a true DTH salon, they are not trying to get anything from you. They are trying to network with you and connect with you. That if it's a true DTH salon, that's what's happening.
They're building a community.
Yeah. And I would say if it's a true DTH salon too, you could be like, I'm going to use this as a marketing opportunity, but I'm also going to, if these people want to come to me, I'm also available at my suite. And if it's a true DTH salon, they'll say that's absolutely fine.
Mm-hmm.
So again, she even said, it says, because I can see the text of the voicemail, it says, it's just 4 minutes down the street from me. And I don't know, maybe they need some guidance or I'm an asshole, but I just don't know, and
Yeah.
I think that's, I like, again, the fact that this person called and said this, because it's like, I don't know if I'm in the right, if they're in the right. And here's the thing, no one's right or wrong. It's just, I think it's just a conversation, a relationship, and an exploration of what can be. And I think that's at Destroy the Hairdresser. I think that's really scary to people, but that's what we promote is like, what if?
Yeah.
What if we try this? What if we do this? What if we connect in this way? And the people that are afraid of that usually are afraid of the consequences that it's going to cause to their business. And the irony is that by not doing these things, it causes consequences to your business. Not in a really bad way, but like if you become known of like, I don't want to work with anyone, I don't want to stay curious or be open, which I don't think that's what this person is, but if we go at business that way, that's a reputation that doesn't go away, and people don't want to work with you and connect with you in that way. So stay open, stay curious,
ask questions, have a conversation with the owner. Maybe it's not the right time, but maybe you really just want to keep that door open.
Yeah, maybe that offer was cool, but you're like, I don't really like it. I don't want to do it. But that's fine. But I think that curiosity and openness is important. Sid, I want to just try. I know we're like right out of time. Do you have like a couple more minutes?
I don't.
Okay.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Next time we got to take questions from the audience.
I know. We will do that. Well, now we're going to do this.
All right. Well, that's the advice that we have. And I hope everyone has a good week.